All right, ready to roll with this career deep dive? You sent over some intriguing stuff from RoleCatcher.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, actually.
Like, seriously, this platform, it's like, whoa, game changer for anyone,
Totally.
trying to navigate the job market these days, right?
For sure.
So we're diving deep into this whole dry press operator world.
Mhm.
And I gotta say, I think you'll be surprised by what we dig up.
Yeah, what fascinates me is how RoleCatcher, it's not just about, here's a job title, good luck. It's like they give you a whole roadmap,
It's like, what's the word?
a strategic path.
Yes. Like a career GPS, you're putting in the destination, dry press operator in this case,
Exactly.
and they're showing you
How to get there.
exactly. Now, be honest, you've seen a million bricks in your life.
Oh, countless bricks.
Right. But have you ever actually stopped and thought, like, how do they get made?
Not really, to be honest.
That's where our dry press operator comes in.
And let me tell you, it is not as simple as just pushing a button.
Oh, I bet.
We're talking heavy machinery here.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Working with clay, silica, like the raw materials.
All right.
And it takes real precision to transform those into,
Perfect little brick.
Exactly. The uniform bricks we see everywhere.
It's kind of amazing when you think about it. Those bricks are holding up buildings.
It's true. We take them for granted.
So the pressure's on, literally.
Literally, yeah.
And RoleCatcher, they really get into the nitty-gritty.
They do. They do.
Talking about selecting and affixing pressing dies,
Mm-hmm.
using, like, rules and wrenches. It's a real blend of, I don't know, brawn and, like, meticulousness,
Yeah. Absolutely. And that's what I find so intriguing. There's a craftsmanship involved that I think often gets overlooked.
Totally.
These operators, they need to understand the materials, how much pressure to apply,
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
even how to spot a tiny imperfection.
Wow. It's funny you should say craftsmanship. I was actually just the other day walking past this building, beautiful old building, gorgeous brickwork. And it just got me thinking, like, the hands that made those bricks,
Right.
the skill involved in something we just totally take for granted every single day.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
And that's just the start, right? Like, the brick comes out of the press.
Right. What happens next? This
Yeah.
is where RoleCatcher, they emphasize like the stacking
Oh, yeah.
pattern on these things called kiln cars.
Kiln tars.
Kiln cars, yeah, basically prepping them for the next stage.
Out of a kiln.
Exactly, where they get fired up.
Literally.
Literally, to get that final strength and durability.
So it's not just about making the brick. It's like making sure it can withstand the heat. Literally.
It's a whole process.
It really is. Makes you realize that a simple object like a brick has this whole hidden world behind it.
Totally.
Skill, precision,
Definitely.
which makes me even more curious about the career path itself, right? Like, is it just a dead-end job, or is there, like, room to grow in this field?
That's a question a lot of people have about manufacturing, right? And thankfully, RoleCatcher, it gives us a much clearer picture.
Okay, good.
We'll unpack that in just a sec.
Okay.
But trust me, the journey is way more dynamic than you might think.
Okay, so we've established being a dry press operator, it's not just pushing a button.
It's
Right?
definitely not.
There's some real skill involved.
Oh, yeah.
But what about building a career in this, like, climbing that ladder,
Right, right.
RoleCatcher, they've got this whole progression laid out. From
Yeah.
entry level all the way up to senior dry press operator.
They do.
And it's not just like vague descriptions either.
No.
They get into the nitty-gritty.
That's what impressed me. They give you real-world examples.
Oh, cool.
Like what someone's actual profile might look like, their responsibilities at each stage.
Oh, that's helpful.
Super helpful.
So let's break it down.
Okay.
Let's say you're just starting out, fresh on the factory floor.
Fresh meat.
Right. What's that entry-level experience like?
So at the entry level, you're like the apprentice,
Yeah.
learning the ropes from the veterans.
Right.
You're assisting those experienced operators, getting comfortable with the machinery, mastering those like basic skills, the stacking, making sure everything's just so...
I bet that's invaluable, though, just to, like, get a feel for it.
Oh,
The
absolutely.
rhythm of the work.
Hands-on experience, the best way to learn.
Totally, and then you move up, right?
Yeah, so as you gain experience, confidence, you level up to junior dry press operator.
Junior dry press operator. Right.
Now you're setting up the press machine yourself.
Oh, wow.
Selecting those pressing dies, fixing them in place.
So it's getting real.
Oh yeah, imagine you got to adjust those heavy dies based on the type of brick being made.
Oh, I see.
Make sure the pressure's perfect, for a sturdy, uniform product.
So there's, like, decision-making involved now.
Exactly. You're not just following instructions, you're starting to think critically.
Right, right.
And that responsibility, it just keeps growing.
Okay, so what's next?
You become a full-fledged dry press operator.
All right, you've arrived.
You're in charge of the whole operation now,
Whoa.
monitoring the process, making those quality control adjustments.
You
You might even be training the new recruits, the junior operators coming up behind you.
So you've gone from learning the ropes to showing others how it's done.
It's full circle, mentorship. It's a beautiful thing.
That's a career arc, if I've ever heard one.
Yeah.
But there's one more level, right?
You know it? The senior dry press operator.
The top dog.
This is where you become the true master, the Jedi master of the press machine.
All right, I'm listening.
You're not just operating the machine, you're optimizing it.
Okay, next level stuff.
Analyzing production, troubleshooting any little hiccups.
Oh, I bet.
You're working closely with the whole team, making sure those bricks are top-notch.
Right.
And flying out the door, so to speak.
Okay, I gotta admit, this is way more dynamic than I initially pictured.
Right.
But let's get real for a second. How do you actually land one of these jobs?
Ah, the million-dollar question.
At any level, really.
Yeah.
This is where RoleCatcher goes from interesting to, like, I need this in my life.
It's a game changer.
All right, so we've talked about the job itself, the career path, all that good stuff.
Right.
But now for the real question.
The big one.
How does RoleCatcher actually help you land the gig?
Yeah, that's the whole point, right?
And this is where I was, like, seriously impressed. Their CV and resume optimization features
Yeah.
blew me away.
It's one thing to know what you want to do.
Right.
It's another thing entirely to actually have a tool that helps you get there.
Totally. And, like, everyone knows how important your CV is, your resume.
But it's everything these days.
But crafting that thing, it's like a job in itself.
Especially now with those applicant tracking systems, the AI gatekeepers,
Ugh, don't even get me started.
scanning your resume for keywords before a human even lays eyes on it.
And robots are taking over.
I'm trying to.
But RoleCatcher, it's like they cracked the code.
I think they just might have.
Okay, so picture this. You upload your resume,
Uh-huh.
and it's instantly analyzed against actual job descriptions, the ones you're interested in.
Wow.
It tells you, like, here are the skills you should highlight.
Oh, wait.
Suggest improvement. It even gives you a score.
Like how well you match up.
Yes.
That's wild.
Well, it's like having a career coach
Mhm.
and a tech whiz, like, rolled into one.
Giving you all the best tips.
Right? Whispering all the right keywords in your ear. Love it.
Mhm.
But wait, there's more.
Oh, there's always more.
Interview practice with AI feedback,
Oh, that's huge.
which, let's be honest, is pure gold in today's market.
Absolutely invaluable. Like
Yeah.
gold, diamonds, platinum.
They've got this massive database of potential interview questions tailored to different roles, industries, all of it.
So you can actually practice, like for the real deal.
You can record yourself answering them,
That's amazing.
which is great, but the AI feedback part is what got me.
Tell me more.
So how does that actually work?
It's pretty incredible. So the AI, it analyzes your responses, your tone of voice. If you use the video feature, it can even assess your body language.
No way.
Yeah, it picks up on those subtle cues you might not even be aware of.
Oh, that's scary.
Like, are you using too much jargon? Is your tone too casual, too stiff? Are you fidgeting?
Oh, God, I fidget.
RoleCatcher will tell you, and it gives you recommendations on how to improve.
So it's not just you messed up. It's like, here's how to crush it next time.
Exactly. Constructive criticism.
That's amazing. This isn't some, like, far-off futuristic thing. This is real.
It's here and now.
And it's really leveling the playing field for job seekers.
I think so. Technology can be a powerful tool for good.
Totally. And you brought up a great point earlier about transferable skills, right?
Mhm.
Like, even if you decide dry press operator, not your ultimate dream job,
Yeah.
the skills involved, they can translate to so many other things.
Oh, absolutely. There's adjacent career path.
RoleCatcher even highlights those, right? Like compression molding machine operator, vacuum forming machine operator.
There you go. It's all connected.
It's all connected. It's like its own little universe.
It's just web, right?
And that's so key because things are changing so rapidly.
It's constantly evolving.
Having those broad skills.
Adaptability. That's the name of the game.
So important. Okay, as we wrap up our deep dive here into the world of dry press operators and, honestly, the incredible power of RoleCatcher,
It's been quite a journey.
what's your biggest takeaway? What surprised you the most?
I think What fascinates me is how this one specific role, the dry press operator, it actually reflects a much bigger shift happening in the job market as a whole.
Ooh, I like that.
It's not just about this one job, it's about this need for technical know-how, problem solving, adaptability.
Which RoleCatcher helps with.
Exactly. It's like it embodies how technology can actually empower people
Empower us.
to navigate this crazy, ever-changing job market.
And it makes you think, if employers are using this technology to find the perfect candidates,
Right.
what would your ideal employer look like?
Ooh, good question.
What kind of company culture would you thrive in?
Something to ponder.
Something to ponder indeed as you continue your own career journey. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time.